Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's match at the Lindenwood tournament. Today's matchup will be the Salette B-side team versus the St. Louis Jets B-side team. I'm Elijah Hall, and I am here today with my color commentator and law manager, Malachi Martin. Malachi, how are you doing today?
It's a good day. It's sunny, and I feel good. So, yeah, it's good.
Very good, very good. And we are underway. A good drop kick from Thomas Mackin. Drop kicks are pretty hard to get off, especially since you have to get your boot right underneath that ball, even though it's really slow off the ground. I know I have a hard time kicking those. And an instant penalty will be awarded to the Salette Lions. And Seamus Hanlon, number 3, takes it back in. Now we'll go through the lineup for the Salette Lions. Number 1, playing prop, is Tony Carlisle. Number 2, hooker, Carlos Speck. Number 3, the other prop, Seamus Hanlon. Number 4, lock, Nicholas Kellerman. Number 5, Benedict Blood. Number 6, Peter Agba-Perrone. Number 7, Henry Ditzman. Number 8, Patrick McDonald. Number 9, William Reen. Number 10, Thomas Mackin. Number 11, Joseph Mackin. Number 12, Henry Betts. Number 24, Martin Schoberly. Number 14, Joseph Sumantri. Number 19, Sean Holman. Now, those are the starters. The subs are number 17, Joseph Cadano. Number 18, Andrew Sick. And number 23, Thomas Schrader. It would appear that Joseph Cadano is actually starting. And it'll be a line out. Very close for the Jets.
So if you've noticed, Martin Sherberly was running the ball down, but the St. Louis Jets forced him into touch, so into the out of bounds. So the other team is given the ball and has an opportunity to throw it in and hopefully retain possession of it. It looks like they successfully did.
Martin Sherberly trying to make up for the out of bounds play and makes a nice hard tackle. Now, Salette, when the ball is really close to their goal line, it is a huge advantage for the offensive team because they could easily get a penalty or get a poach and steal the ball and score really easily. So the Jets are trying to get the ball out. And there's a penalty rewarded to Salette, not releasing. And a try. Thomas Mackin, a smart, quick tap, and puts the ball right in the try zone in front of the uprights, making it an easy kick for Sean Holman. Yesterday, Sean Holman made all 3 of his kicks, which is very good considering that he is a B-side player, and one of those kicks was from a not too easy position to make the kick from. John Corner, the manager, giving Sean the tea and water. Lines up for the kick. And it is a bit breezy outside, so it might be difficult for the ball to remain on, so the ref allows John Corner to hold the ball until Sean kicks it.
According to the rule book, if the ball rolls off the tee after the kicker has started approaching the tee, he's not allowed to replace it, but if it rolls off before he started running at the ball, then the ref is allowed to let him put it back up.
Now the wind is slightly going against Sean and to Sean's left, which pushed the ball a bit too far to the left, and it did go through the uprights. Shaw will start off 0-1 for kicks this game. Now the Jets are going to try to fight it back against this 3-minute tenacity. Joseph Cadano receives the kick. Now, Salette seems to be using more back play than they did before. Yesterday during the B-side game, They used a lot of forward crashing due to the smaller size of the Bixby team. Now they're getting it out to their backs more, try to use their speed against the bigger team.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Thomas Mackin got that message as he's trying to smash through like he does.
Martin Schorbley on a breakaway. Trips over another line. Well, he tripped over the arrow. And it'll be called for a penalty. I couldn't see really what that penalty was.
Not releasing.
Not releasing. Not releasing. Good defense by La Salette. Now it seems this ref is going to be calling a lot of not releasing calls. So La Salette's going to try to get some more poaches and try to get their hands more inside that ball when the other team is too slow. It looks like the Jets stole the ball from Thomas Mackin by holding him up. Now, La Salette really needs to get in a line, which is what the defense should do, because a line prevents holes in the defense for quick backs to get through, such as the one right next to the ruck. They don't want to have open holes because that'll leave room for other players on the other team to get through and have an easy breakaway, but Sean would have to try to tackle by himself. Number 18 throwing some nasty punches at Seamus when he was tackling him down. Seamus still able to tackle him, though. And that's kind of foul play, and the ref needs to acknowledge that. Now, okay, what do you think of our La Salette defense so far? Only keeping the Jets in their 20.
They're definitely doing a great job. As you can see, number 23 just blocked a kick. I mean, they're doing a great job spreading.
Thomas
Schrader did an amazing job blocking that kick. But, yeah, La Salette's definitely doing an amazing job spreading, not getting too pulled into the, kind of like little hornets around the nest. You got to, try to go for the ball. But La Salette's doing a great job just kind of countering that instinct.
Yeah, it's very good. And Sumantri, catch on the outside. He runs into the corner and scores a try. Joseph Yuki Sumantri from Singapore. Oh, no. He might have an ankle. Looks like it's just an ankle. That's a good run by Sumantri, though. Running it from all the way from that 20. It was a good catch, too. It was a straight-on one. And he ran it in like a boss and showed the Jets that he could score no matter what they did to him.
It's not going to be the easy kick at all to make as the wind's going against them, and it's way over in the corner of the field. Sean Holman's definitely going to have his hands and feet full trying to get this one in between the uprights.
This is a 43% kick for national teams, for national kickers with the wind. So you'll see if he can get it against it. Just a bit to the left again. The wind pushed it too far. Sean Holman will start out 0-2. But it is a hard wind, so we must give him credit.
Definitely a little bit more windy than it was yesterday, and a lot more windy than it was last week at the Archbishop Moeller tournament. It's also a lot warmer by far than it was. You can see the rugby players taking off their warm-ups and enjoying the nice weather. Usually in La Salette around this time, it's a frozen tundra.
We also want to say thank you to the Herman family for fixing up a delicious breakfast for the rugby team to take on the bus with them for the game. We want to thank the Hermans for that. Peter Agbap-Wong coming back in for Joseph Sumantri. Thomas Mackin receives the kick, throws some running back moves, and gets tackled down. Looks like the forwards are crashing it in as part of their sequence. I guess it's a Joe Mackin. Mackin is a very light character. He's not very quick on his feet.
Not releasing is called against the Lions. Joseph Mackin was unable to release the ball to the other team as they trapped it against his chest.
And it looks like the other team quick tapped on the wrong spot, so the ref gave the ball back to the Lions. We give it to Seamus at the front of the pod. And a good ruck over by Carlos Speck and Benedict Blood. Patrick McDonald breaks through the line and runs for the try zone, and number 15 gives up. And it's a try. Patrick McDonald from Arcadia, California. This is his second time playing 8-man. This is his second game of this tournament. Last game, he played 8-man and did a very good job with rucking, being on time to places. And now he makes it a bit easier for Sean Holman because the wind is more or less... Nope, it's against him. The wind changed. No, it's kind of with him. The wind is with him at this angle. It's a really good placement by Patrick McDonald. Hopefully Sean can take advantage of the wind being exactly with him and make the kick. Wind is constantly changing. Sean Holman going for his third kick. Right now he's 0%. And it's good. 33%, Sean Holman. 1 for 3 today. A brilliant job. That placement by Patrick McDonald. Absolutely brilliant. Also on the sideline, one of our managers, Jack Martin, also helping out with the waters and all of the equipment, as well as Gordon Bornos. Sean Holman in the back. Breaks 1, breaks 2, breaks 3 and 4, knocks over the 4th, and is finally brought him down. That was a good run by Sean Holman, perhaps his best all season.
So definitely his best so far. I haven't really seen him run like that. I mean, maybe he's turning on something we didn't know he had.
Now Henry Betts breaks 3, and it's taking 4. Oh, he breaks 4, and it took 2 men to bring him down. Now Seamus plows through. Salette is having a good time breaking tackles. Carlos Speck.
Looks like the Jets have stolen the ball off of Poach.
I'm sorry, number 7. That is Andrew Sick. It seems like they changed numbers before the game. Right before the game. I'm sorry, Andrew Sick is number 7. Which means number 18 would be Henry Dittman. The Jets defense finally realizes that they need to take more men to take down one Salette Lion. So they bring 3 into a tackle. Thomas Mackin chips it over. He's running with speed. He got knocked over. Number 18. And there is a penalty awarded to the Lions. You're not allowed to hit people or knock them over while they are running in rugby. So William Reed will conduct a pod. Oh, they fake the pod. Thomas Mackin runs it in. Intercepted. Intercepted again. Thomas Mackin makes up for his mistake. Well done by Thomas Mackin, I say. What do you say, Malachi?
I don't really have much more to say other than, dang! I mean, he definitely muffed it up by tossing it right into the other guy's hands, but he definitely made up for that.
A long pass out to Joe Mackin. Joe Mackin looking to score. Joe Mackin at the very end. Joe Mackin. He scores. Joseph Thomas Mackin from Cleveland, Ohio scores a try right at the edge of the try zone. He really wanted that one. It's not very often that Mackin is able or has the opportunity to score that try. And it was a long over-the-top pass that Thomas Mackin threw to him. Gordon Bornos giving out high fives. Brilliant play. Also going with the wind, so Sean will be able to have a nice kick again. Right now, 33%. 100% from this area of the field. Uses the wind, and it's good. Sean Holman makes the kick. That'll be 2 for 4. 50%. Sean really likes this side of the field, especially since with the wind, he used it to his advantage. He kicked it slightly to the right, and the wind pushed it right in. It was really good placement by Sean Holman. Former soccer player. Played soccer for most of his life when he was younger. And it's up again. Tony Carlisle hobbling around, trying to get it. Knocked forward. Scrum to Lions. I'm sorry, I didn't realize what the call was. Knocked on by one of the St. Louis Jets. Now the St. Louis Jets are a subset of their professional team in St. Louis, the St. Louis Bombers. They're looking to help players grow, help St. Louis Jets grow and get really good so they can become Bombers themselves one day, which I'm sure some of these players will.
Call on the field. The ball came out the side of the scrum before it could come out the back, so the referee simply had the scrum reset, and Will Green will put it back into the scrum.
And Carlos wins the first scrum of the day. Toss back in. Oh, no. Dummy switch pass was not there. But Lost retains possession. Thomas Mackin runs it in himself. Breaks a couple tackles and goes down strong. Martin Schoberly hitting hard. Good quick support by Benedict Blood and Seamus Hanlon. And, of course, Joseph Cadano. All the way out to the wing. Sumantri back on the edge. Tackled out of bounds right in front of the 50.
Because the Jets forced Sumantri into touch, they will be awarded the lineout.
We also want to say a quick thanks to the Kellermans, Lillises, and Zangers, who cooked dinner for the La Salette rugby team last night. And yes, it was very delicious, very scrumdiddlyumptious, and very, very, very yum. Very yes. Very, very yes. And as Malachi would agree, it was definitely a lifesaver. Trying to straighten out some things in the scrum. I started the lineout. Throw it over the top and quickly tackled down. Knocked forward. It'll be Lions scrum. Lions' second scrum of the game. Carlos Speck winning 100% of his scrums, 1 for 1 today. Jets have not had a scrum yet. La Salette Lions have been doing a good job holding on to the ball, using those hands that God gave them. They always wanted to be known for having hands and not being one of those teams that has bricks for hands or just no hands at all. Seems like there was something wrong with the formation of the scrum, and the ref wanted to be sure that there was safety. Seemed like one of the props was pulling down the opponent, which is what that call that the ref made, which is illegal. So La Salette wins another scrum. Some confusion going on. And they give it to a pause. Seamus Hanlon sidestep at first and plows right in. Andrew Sick. Good quick rucking by La Salette. Toss back and kicks it. The 15. Brought down by Henry Betts. Also, part of this team is decently sick. Henry Betts had to go to bed early last night. He had a bit of a headache and was super tired. Now see him showing up today. Good run by number 5, a big boy running pretty fast. But we were able to get the ball back. Tony Carlisle. Martin Shorwell runs one off his back who tried to football hit him, which never works in rugby. Thomas Mackin. The switch to Henry. Henry puts one low, but he keeps on with his ankle. Another rush. Also trying to get the defense to move in so they have more room for the backs. Sean Holman takes it himself, weaves in and out. 3 tackles, 4 tackles. Because that's a Joe Mackin. Joe Mackin cuts his side. Oh. He saves it. No, it was out. He almost had it. That'll be out at the 22-meter line. Line out for the Jets. Now, it was kind of a smart play by Joe Mackin trying to throw it back in. He just couldn't get it right on time. The pass in the lineout was a bit flunked. Tony Carlisle clears one off. His team wasn't there to get it off him, though. And Thomas Schrader knocks the ball on when it's on the ground. That'll be their first knock of the game. First scrum for the Jets. Carlos Speck has stolen a few scrums in his day, so you'll see if he can steal one now. And the ball's out. Jessica Dow not able to hold on, but finally brought down by Seamus Hanlon. Now the Jets get to start working their offense, which they haven't been able to do much lately because they have been on and off. Oh, a good tackle by Ben Blood. Nice strong tackle. Thomas Schrader brings another one down. Very good defense again. So they decide to kick right to Sean Holman. Sean Holman goes inside, breaks a goal tackle, spins, finally brought down right in between the 25 and the 20. Toss Mackin wings it out to Seamus Hanlon. Seamus Hanlon pops it out to Joe Mackin. Joe Mackin, no one really there on the wing. Gets it out to Cadano. Cadano cuts inside. A missed tackle from their winger. Lost that rucks over hard to keep possession of the ball. And it's out. Thomas Mackin trying to work. He's still in. Loslow's able to stay in there. It was close. Carl Speck moves towards the center of the field, trying to get in better position. Tony Carlisle, he's just too big. He's just too big, and he scores a try. Anthony Carlisle from New York. That is a big boy. That is a big boy. We call him Baby Rhino is his nickname. And it's on Sean Holman's strong side. But it looks like Sumantri will be trying a kick. Sean Holman giving him some tips. Sumantri's first kick today. Yesterday, Joseph Sumantri was 100%, 2 for 2 in the game against Bixby. And he was running towards it. Will the ref call it?
Looks like the ref's being pretty lenient about the win today.
Sumantri, kick. No good. Starting off, the Lions are now 33% from that area of the field. Sean Holman, 66%. Sean Holman has made 2 in both of his, and Joseph Sumantri has just missed 1. That was Sumantri's first kick today. Now the Lions are up 29-0. Henry Betts receives. Cuts inside. Leaves some more in the dust. And is finally brought down. Tony Carlisle giving handshakes to people on the field. Looks like Ben is high tackled there. There was an arm around the neck. Seems like the ref did not notice it. Now the number 12 job, so Henry Betts today is the 12. His job is mostly to, when he gets the ball, crash, which is run into the other team and try to knock them over and try and set up a good spot for the offense to begin. High tackle. A high tackle is when a player puts his arm or wraps his arm around the player with the ball above his shoulder. That is a high tackle, and that is illegal in rugby. And the Lions kick the touch right in front of the 22.
After being awarded a penalty, any team can either just use the free 10 meters to try to make yardage, or they can simply kick straight into touch, and they'll retain possession of the ball while making probably more meterage, than they would have if they simply tried to run it. So Thomas Mackin made the right decision, simply kicking it right out of bounds.
Also try to score, get something off of this line out. I think this is their first line out, and they form a maul. The ball is taken by William Reen. The forwards are working. Trying to get closer. Trying to set something up. And the ball's out to the backs. Henry Betts. Takes 3 men to take him down. Excuse me. Martin Shoberly, outside center. The number for that position is 13, but the 13 jersey for White is going. Benedict Blood runs through and plants a try. Benedict Blood from Glendale, Michigan. Definitely a good play by Ben Blood. They're seeing that hole, able to exploit it. Sean Holman now kicking. Right now he was 0% from this portion of the field in the center-ish. He is 0 for 1. He missed the first one. The wind took it a bit too far to the left, which he did not expect. We'll see if he can make this one, taking the wind into account. And it's up. Straight through the center. Sean Holman. A good kick. He is now 60% overall, 3 for 5. And 50% from that portion of the field. 1 for 2. Now, it seems like these La Salette players, when they score tries, it's not like this one person who's always scoring. Right now, the only person in this entire school who has scored more than 1 try in a game itself, in one game, in a single game, is Braden Wall. He scored 2. No, I'm sorry. Scored all season. Braden Wall has scored 2. Ball is kicked out of bounds. And it is halftime. Yes, it is indeed halftime. The score 36-0. La Salette's in the lead, beating the Jets. And we're going to take a halftime break. This is Elijah Hall, and that's Malachi Martin. And we're going to take a halftime break. Thank you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this second half of the Salette Lions versus the St. Louis Jets B-side / JV game. I'm back with my color commentator and law manager, Malachi Martin. Malachi Martin, what do you think of the first half strategy-wise?
I think the Lions are doing a great job with their defense and their offense. Henry Betts is really smashing through those chonkers on the other side. Joseph Mackin with a couple of pretty saucy tries down here on the side. You know, he really wanted to go for the middle, but, you know, he took the wise decision and just put it down. So, yes, to answer the chat, Jay Sumo and Jay Mackin are both playing. Anyways, yeah, it's been a great day. I mean, the weather is awesome. The ref is pretty good at spotting most penalties on both sides, pretty fair. The other team has been pretty sportsmanlike. You know, it's just pretty much been a great rugby game.
That's right, Malachi and Andrew Sick. Carlos Speck, coming onto the field right before. 4 Jets emerge onto Thomas Schrader. First time starting a B-side game, I believe. Thomas Mackin. Henry Betts doing his thing. Oh, runs into the 2 big ones. He's put down. He just ran into the wrong crew. Thomas Mackin, Martin Shorbely. Bounces off. Goes down. These Jets are playing better defense now. They're still not in a line, which means there are holes in the defense. But they are indeed more tenacious with their tackles.
Nicholas Kellerman, codename Frankenstein, taking the ball and trying to smash it through the line. Doesn't make too much meterage, but definitely gets the other team a little bit scared of his body shape.
Yes, Nicholas Kellerman in the game, number 4. William Reen calling some offenses, which he has been really good at. He's been doing a really good job playing 9, this being his first time playing 9. And Ben Blood breaking through some tackles. Salette slowly getting through. Nicholas Kellerman also breaking through some tackles. Some good walks. Mackin takes the kick. And beautiful placement right inside. Lost the Jets 22. A very good placement for Salette to try and score off of a steal. Good kick by Thomas Mackin. That is a strategic play, kicking it closer to the other teams, inside the other team's 22, to get a more of an advantage and get the other team farther away. So if they do get a penalty, they cannot easily score.
Regarding kicks, generally, if you kick it into touch, the other team is awarded the ball. However, if you're on your side of the field and you kick it into the last 22 meters of the opponent's territory, then you are still given the ball. You retain possession, and you're able to, as we see, Salette passes it right into the line out and smashes it towards the try zone. Looks like a penalty is called, however.
It would appear the throw might not have been straight. Now the Jets will throw the line out. Malachi Martin searching through the rule book to figure out what the ref is called. We'll be with you with that shortly. Tit forward by Malachi Martin. Nicholas Kellerman. Malachi Martin's not playing, sorry. And a good tackle. So there's an advantage for the Jets. And they now call the knock-on. There'll be a scrum within the 10-yard line, football-wise, because this is a football field.
It was his foot crossed the touch line.
So on that play, where the penalty for the kick, and the line out, Malachi's found out, that his foot crossed the touch line, which is illegal. You have to be on the line or behind the line. You cannot be over it. And Lions get a line out. A smart play from the Jets, kicking it out. kicking it down the field, getting it away from their try zone. We'd also want to thank Lindenwood University for letting us play on this beautiful field and letting the media crew use their press box, their beautiful press box. Beautiful view, and it's nice and perfect weather in here, and you can get some good filming, and we can see very clearly. Nicholas Kellerman, keep him humping in those legs. Finally taken down. Hard to take him down. Tony Carlisle, even harder to take down.
Looks like the Sir has awarded advantage to the Lions. Some infringement of the rules was committed against them, so the ref allows them either to take a scrum immediately or to continue play, and if they're not able to make an advantage of territory on the play, then it goes back to where the penalty originally happened, and the Lions get a free play directly following.
It was a high tackle. That's what the penalty was. Weary and quick tap. Feeds it to Seamus. Sorry, to Nicholas Kellerman, who's still pumping those legs. It's really good whenever you get into contact to keep pumping your legs to get some extra meters that you would not have had regardless. And the wind is seen to be dying down. Thomas Mackin. And a bit of a dilemma. Bending Blood pushing it forward, trying to get him down. But it's stolen by the Jets. Sean Holman getting back into place at fullback. Laslett steals it back. This is a game of steals. There's been so many steals in this game. It's not even funny. Henry Betts getting pulled down by the seat of his pants. And it's stolen again. The Jets ruck over. Big boy going through the line. Schrader brings him down, sacrificing his body and letting him fall on top. That's all rugby is about, self-sacrifice. And William Reen directing the defense. Mr. Lanthier would call it the chariot racer, and all the other defensive players are the horses. William Reen making sure that everyone is in place and in line, and he's doing a very good job at that. Martin Shorbley takes down a big player. Henry Betts. Now what the St. Louis Jets are trying to get the... Oh, not releasing. Mackin has to quick tap it on the spots of the penalty. As I was saying before, the St. Louis Jets were trying. What they were trying to do is pound it in with their forwards to get the Laslett defense to get sucked in. But they did that to no avail. Thomas Schrader takes it in. Carlos Speck getting pushed by his entire team, his entire forward pack. And another steal, but Nicholas Kellerman is there to bring him down instantly. And there's a kick. And it's out of bounds. It'll be a La Salette line out. Now the things that the La Salette players need to be aware of is that they are up 36, but still being up by 36, anything can happen. They cannot give up. They cannot let down any effort. Because it is possible that they lose if they underestimate the team. Patrick McDonald plowing through people. He got it off that. Managed to good hands. advantage called for La Salette. It was offsides. Martin Schoberly finds a hole. He breaks it. He goes in. And he drops down right in the middle. Martin Schoberly for a try. His second try for B-side. His third try for total B-side and A-side. It was a good play. Also, he had his other wingers out in the back so that if he did get tackled, he could pass that to them, which would have been a definite try. But he found the hole and took it. Sumantri taking a kick from the center. It is good. Today, Sumantri is 1 for 2, 50%. And in the middle, the Lions are now, the Lions, I think, are 2 for 2. Sorry, 2 for 3. They're 2 for 3 from the middle in kicks in that area, the middle area. They're 2 for 3, 66%. About 19 minutes left. It is underway. Jessica Cudato makes a good sidestep as the Jets try to fight back with renewed vigor. And there's a knock on. Thomas Mackin couldn't get a hand on it. There'll be a scrum awarded to the Jets. And Thomas Mackin does have good hands. He likes football. He's pretty good at football. Oh, tipped by Joe Mackin. Joe Mackin breaks a tackle. Joe Mackin gets manhandled. But what a play. What a play. Joe Mackin stole that ball. Now Joe Mackin also plays football. You can see it there with those hands. Don't switch pass. To Schrader. Thomas Mackin can find the hole. Gets taken down by the ankle. He has no choice but to give it up. Rumble, Carlos Speck. Seems like the Jets are more trying to steal the ball from the player who is running than to actually tackle him. Thomas Schrader takes another rumble in. Henry Dittman, number 18. And now the backs are at work. Schoberly breaks a tackle, breaks another. Out to Sean Holman. Sean tries to use his speed. Pushed out of bounds right in front of the try zone. A good run. But it is right in front. It'll be a line out for the Jets. Good play by the Jets player, pushing Sean out of bounds, not allowing that try. Sean tried to get it in the end, but he couldn't really.
While it is unfortunate that the Jets now have possession of the ball, they are smashed right up against their try zone, so there's not really much they can do with it except kick.
Not if they fumble it around like that. They make it out of their try zone, tackled right in front. They should have just placed the ball. When you're inside your own try zone, you can place the ball, and that'll be a drop kick from the goal line, so you can get it out of there. But this Jets player didn't think about it, and the Lions steal it and score a try. It'll be Peter Ikechukwu Agbapuonwu. Good sportsmanship by Peter as well. A good run. What's a take from DC? Washington, D.C. His parents hailing from Nigeria. Peter himself, he is here in the United States, and his parents currently live in the United States and support La Salette. And we're grateful to have their support and have Peter at this school. Sean Holman taking a kick from the middle region, in which the Lions are 2 for 3. And we scratch that and make that 3 for 4. 75% right there. And today, Sean Holman, kicking-wise, is doing very well, despite his first 2 missed kicks. Sean Holman's 4 for 6 for kicks. And Lions get the ball again. Thomas Mackin. Betts. Henry Dittman. Drops the ball, but it was backwards. Sean Holman recovers it. The ball is dropped again. There's multiple ball droppages this phase. Peter Agbaperone takes it in. The sir calls a penalty. Not rolling away. The tackler must roll away after he tackles someone.
That law is really more in use for the tackler's own safety than anything else. It's easy enough to get cleated in the face or stepped on if you do not attempt to roll away. So it is more in their favor to try to comply with that rule.
Well, I'll be a sea monkey's uncle. That was a good kick. Putting it right inside the 22. Off a penalty. Lions line out. They have a chance to score here. Good placement. Golly. Very strategic play. Very strategic play. Absolutely brilliant. Carlos Speck, hooker, throwing the line out. Number 2. Bit of a flunk there. William Reen gets it. Recovers and tries to get it in. La Salette rumbles. And the support is there. Tony Carlisle rumbles. Gets taken down right on the same spot. Now the backs are playing. Henry Betts. Offload to Thomas Mackin. Tackled. Oh, a very strong counter ruck by the Jets. Can La Salette maintain possession? They do. Peter Agbaperone. Not releasing. A very good defense by the Jets. Good tackle by Henry Betts. William Reen. Another penalty. Can I see what the penalty was? The ref didn't use any hands motions. A good 2-man tackle with Schoberly and Schrader. Helped out by Ben Blood. Now La Salette's defense is really run by William Reen here. Tony Carlisle misses one. Carlos Speck misses one. Peter Agbaperone catches up and brings him down. Good job by Peter. And a good counter ruck. Tackle by Patrick McDonald. Well, if they got him on the fake a bit, they pass it back. Number 24, Martin Schoberly. Shorbley's been a tackling menace this game, making some good, strong tackles, helping out people with other tackles, and so has Henry Betts. Thomas Schrader misses one. Shorbley, helped out by Ben Blood. Shorbley can't roll away. His arm is stuck. And the ref can see that. And a good tackle by Peter Agvaperon. Peter's been very clutch, getting all those really big boys, tackling all those really big boys. Henry Betts and Thomas Mackin. There's some vicious rucking going on now. And some good sportsmanship again from Peter Agbaperone. Peter's a very kindly fellow. He does have very good sportsmanship. And it's nice, and it's good to note that. Now the Jets have slowly been inching their way towards the 50. Very slowly, yet surely. Tony Carlisle powers through. Thomas Mackin throws someone over. And he brings down for a tackle. St. Louis Jets have not really been using their backs very much this game. They've been mostly using their forwards. Ben Blood helping out with another tackle. Yes, many tackles and not very many missed tackles. That is what La Salette needs. Plowing through. And the ball stripped out. William Reen got his hands in there. But there's a penalty awarded to the Jets. Diving into the ruck, it would seem. Peter Agbaprone holds on by the seat of the big man's pants and pulls him down with such viciousness that the other man cannot really negotiate, I should say. But now there's some great counter-rucking going on. Carlos Speck and others piling amid the fray. William Reen looking to work. Peter Agbaperone standing by. William Reen chips it. That was not the most ideal play. But as a scrum half, he has a lot of responsibility for getting the plays to work. The Jets looking to have their first score this entire game. Slowly yet surely pushing their way down the field. Going off of La Salette's penalties. Yes, and a poach. Not releasing. La Salette gets the ball. This is what we need. And the Jets not able. And there's time off. Sean Holman kicks it out of bounds. There'll be a line out there for the Lions. Or not, because the time was off. They cannot technically do any playing or kicking in that matter. Now Sean Holman prepares to kick it. Back into touch. And yes, he does. Not nearly as far as he did last time, but still in the same region. And of course, we want to thank the St. Louis families for letting the La Salette rugby team sleep in the Queen of the Holy Rosary Academy school building. It was very comfortable and warm. And we are very grateful for their generosity. Cadano. Pizza, Ikechuku, Agwapuo, breaks through, breaks another, rolls down, gets up, stiff arms, goes through again, plows through. That's not JP. Pizza, Agwapuo. Martin Schoberly off the run. He's not going to give it up. He goes to the center, and he places it, taunting the other team player. What's a play by Martin Schoberly? His second try today, third B-side overall try, and his fourth try overall this season. One try he had one try in the varsity game yesterday against the St. Louis Jets. The kicks from this area of the field are 2 for 3, which is 66%. This will be the fourth kick. Just Sumantri taking it. Sumantri is 2 for 2. Sorry, 1 for 2. But he kicks it right through the uprights, making that a 75% kick. Joseph Sumantri, 2 for 3. And Sean Holman remains at a 4 for 6, which is 67%. Sean Holman doing a pretty good job kicking today. He's missed his first two, but made all the rest afterwards. The first two are missed duly, mostly because of the wind, and they were on the opposite side of the field against the wind. But now La Salette is getting the ball more into the front of the try zone, in the middle of the try zone, which gives the kickers a good opportunity. And now that La Salette is going with the wind, they have an easier time kicking. And the score is now 57-0. And the final 4 minutes are underway. St. Louis Jets catch it. Catch their own kick. It was a bit high. La Salette wasn't able to get a handle on it. Shorbly Ben Big Blood trying to get out of there. Henry Dibben. Carlos Speck, number 18, takes it and tries to use his head. They'll pull him down by the seat of his pants. Wow. There's been a lot of panting going on in this game. Right in front of the try zone. La Salette gets it back. Thomas Mackin kicks it out over the 15's head. That's a good play. Patrick McDonald running up to tackle. Pushes the other player out of the way who was in his way. Henry Betts comes against the tackle. Peter Agbat-Perron fighting viciously to get the ball. Thomas Mackin tries to get the poach. Pushed out. There's some foul play going on. Number 18 seemed to be losing his temper for a second. Thomas Mackin kind of retaliated. Penalty awarded to the La Salette Lions. Not releasing. Good defense. The ref is seeming mostly to let the teams just play and not really minding the natural occurrences of the game and natural emotions. The ball is still in. It is down by their try line. A good kick. Peter takes him down. The La Salette tries to get the poach. And they get it. Not releasing. Good defense by La Salette. They go in for another try. And there's a maul formed. But he's taken down by many St. Louis Jets. Carlos Speck taken down right next to the ruck, right in front of the try zone. William Reen trying to set something up. Trying to figure out what this are called. He called a penalty, but I cannot see what for. Henry Dittman going for the try. Henry Dittman places the try from Idaho. more or less middle of nowhere, Idaho. A good play by Henry Dittman. This will be his first try. And Sean Holman is kicking it from this region. They are 0 for 2. La Salette is 0 for 2 in this area of the field. You'll see if Sean Holman is able to kick it and make it. Sean Holman in particular missed his first 2 kicks from this side of the field. And it's good. Breaking the curse, Sean Holman puts it through. That'll put Sean Holman at 71% kicking overall today. 5 for 7. And that'll also put him at 33% from that portion of the field, which is also a harder place from the field to kick. And it's kicked again. Cadano trying to make his way. La Salette up 64-0. Mackin kicks it out of bounds. And that is game. La Salette Lions with a stunning victory. 64-0 against the St. Louis Jets. Some key plays here from Joe Mackin with his score and his interception. Thomas Mackin making up for his pass that got intercepted by intercepting a pass right directly afterwards. Martin Schrobley making a difference on the team. Nicholas Kellerman. And, of course, Peter Agba-Perone, who's been doing some very good tackling. And he's had a very good run towards the end of the game, which set La Salette up for a try. Thank you for watching this B-side game. The next game will be A-side. La Salette's A-side will be playing against the Kansas City Junior Blues here in the next game. So stay tuned for some more La Salette rugby. I'm Elijah Hall.
This is Malachi Martin, and we'll see you in a bit.